Well, as you can see here, I've been running Henry for about 2 months now. Got him looking decent enough to go down the road. Still needs some work. Now, one of the things I never really addressed when I got him was this driver's seat. She's got some miles on her, and ain't doing my back any good. So I know everybody's kind of particular about their driver's seats and everything, and for me, I can't drive with air in the seats. All the bouncing just tears my knees up by the end of the day. But the way these old Volvos were set up, they had a closet behind the driver's seat and a little dresser, drawers, or whatever behind the passenger seat. And now, if I take all the air out of the seats, I ain't sitting on the floor like it's a lowrider or anything, but I can't stretch my legs out far enough because I can't slide the seat back any further. And so that doesn't do me any good either. That kind of gets me all cramped up by the end of the day too, and that ain't very comfortable. So I guess first things first, got to go about removing the closet and the cabinets and getting them out from behind the seat. And then we gotta work on moving the seat back. I had a really cool video of me taking them cabinets out, and I really wish you could have seen it, but I lost it. So just imagine me yanking the cabinets out from behind the seat here. So now I know Iowa Customs makes a really cool billet aluminum seat base that you can use to relocate the seats in like Peterbilt's and Kenworth's, and obviously nobody is going to make anything for a 30-year-old Volvo. So this is what I got going on here. Went to the Steele shop, had them shear me up a 1 foot by 2 foot piece of I believe she's 3/16 plate, and we're gonna make our own seat base. All right, so now I got all my locations marked out where we're gonna put everything. Time to stick some holes in it. Take a time out because apparently the dog needs some attention. Rosie, I am busy right now. Why? So now what I'm going to use to attach the plate to this floor is this 3/8 flathead cap screw. And to get the head of the screw to sit flush with the top of the plate here, I got a 3/4 inch countersink bit. We're going to countersink the holes. So now the front holes don't matter so much other than for aesthetic reasons, but the back holes here, the base of the new seat is going to cover that up, so we need something that's going to sit flush so the seat can go over it, and that's why we countersunk the holes there. And this sits flush with the top of the plate. The seat can sit flat right on top of that. I decided to tap the holes to mount the seat in 5/16 24 thread. So that's fine thread. I figure fine thread, there's more threads engaging the sheet of steel here, plate of steel, whatever you want to call it, than coarse thread bolts. And 5/16, the holes in the seats are 3/8 inch, but I decided to go to 5/16 just to allow for my inaccuracy, because sometimes I ain't exactly the greatest at drilling holes. Alright, now we're gonna take our handy dandy flap wheel and take off all the burrs and round over all the edges. When they shear this plate at the steel shop, it kind of leaves this jaggedy edge here. And I like to take the flap wheel and smooth all that jaggedness off, and then round the edges, round the corners, and that just makes it look nicer, and one less spot for the paint to start flaking off at. Now we're gonna scuff her up good and get her ready for paint. Alright, we got her scuffed, and gonna hit her with some self-etching primer. Now we're going to throw down some claret wine. Alright, we got the claret wine sprayed on it. It's had a couple days to dry. Now we're going to go ahead and scuff it so the clear coat has something good to hang on to. I decided to hang the plate up so I could spray both sides at the same time. You can see all the clutter in the shop in the background. So what I did is I fogged her with some clear. Now we're going to hit her with clear again, 2 or 3 more heavy coats. Get some flow coat on it, and hopefully it should be nice and glossy smooth. And here we go. This is what she looks like when she's all done. I mean, ain't show car finish, but painted the heads of the bolts while we were at it. So now to go throw this in the truck. Well, it snowed last night, but I wanted to take a minute. So I pulled the seat out of the truck, but the shoulder belt had this pole mounted to the seat frame, and we're not going to use that because the seats I've got, that pole is going to interfere with the recline of the seat. And this here is the shoulder belt, obviously attached to the wall, and then this piece attached to the top of that pole. And we're not going to use that, so we just took it off that pole, and it's going to hang there, give me a little bit of extra length because I already sit down on the floor as it is. All right, got her bolted down now. One thing I can say is it makes it a whole lot easier if you air the cab up so you can reach underneath and get to the bottom side of the cab. And then also, I already got the seat in here, but if you air the seat up, it makes it a whole lot easier too. And I found these felt furniture sliders. I put them under the seat base here so I can wiggle it around and adjust it as I was putting the bolts in. But now we got the bolts in, it's time to go ahead and tighten her down. And we put on the seat belt and adjuster and get that all fitted in. And then we get the buckle and the other tether on the other side. And here she is all installed. New cloth Legacy high back. So this is her slid all the way forward. You can see the seat back's back behind the doorpost there. And here's the busted old passenger seat. The passenger seat here slid all the way back. You can see it's about in the same position as the new seat is. So this is the new seat all the way forward, and all the way forward it's about 1.5 inches further ahead than the passenger seat is all the way back. So here you can see this is where the cabinet was bolted down. That there is the trace of where the edge of the cabinet would have been. Front edge is right here behind the B-pillar, and you can see by where my seat's at, this is where I like to sit, that's well into where that cabinet would have been. And here she is all the way back. You can see the the front of the backrest of the seat is behind the doorpost there. So got plenty of room to stretch out now. This here is why I went with the Legacies. The seat back lays all the way back. So you can see with the seat back laid back, she's clear into the bunk. So yeah, I guess that's how we tackled that problem. I guess the next step is to get one made for the passenger side, and then we can get matching seats in the truck for a change. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, I guess I'll keep you updated as I go about making improvements on the truck here, and whatever else you might like to see, just let me know. I guess until next time, stay safe out there. We'll catch you later.